so bad.
It looks like it's been in luggage.
Dude, it has,
All
but
the hats he gave were pretty good. I don't know why you got a bad one.
this one's so, I almost like it because it's so bad. It looks like I'm wearing like like when those like in baseball where they would wear the padded hats when they were getting hit in the head it looks like that. It's so bad.
Like a Duke medical student.
Yeah, that's a compliment from me. All right, so today's Pick Central. Me, Big Ev, Rico. Where's Minty? Is it on another tour?
I don't know.
Bachelor party this weekend.
No,
Really?
that's a joke.
It's Thursday.
Wait, is that actually true?
He did say he was going to a bachelor party. He just said the weekend.
It's
Thursday.
It's Thursday in March Madness.
I mean, he hasn't streamed any March Madness.
You know what? I hope Minty has a good time. I do. I hope he does. Right, Zah? I see you. Well, you hope he does too.
Yeah, no, I do. I'm a Minty guy.
Me too. I hope he has a great time.
Have fun in Louisiana.
Is that where the bachelor party is?
No, I'm just assuming.
It probably is.
I'm assuming, sorry. Atlanta, apparently. Have fun in Hotlanta.
Who has a bachelor party in Atlanta? That doesn't sound like a place you want to go to. Like maybe a strip club? I don't know. All right. Today, Pick Central. We want to do heavy callers. We're talking college basketball today. That's what we're talking about. We could talk a little NFL. Maybe Jeff D. Lowe calls in about some Oscars. But what's the number?
Oh, it's Sunday, right?
Huh?
I get excited for the Oscars, even though I've only seen
We got lines in the sports book.
two of the movies.
Call in
I
888.
want to see Licorice Pizza. I got to find a way to watch Licorice Pizza.
888-786-6522. That's 888-786-6522. We'll talk to you guys today. All right. First game is Arkansas Gonzaga, right? What are you guys on? I'm on Arkansas. This isn't like one of my big plays. It's my one unit. I'll tell you my big plays today, but I'm sure you can know one of them. But what do you guys got?
I'm on Arkansas. I got the plus 10. I got the full 10. I don't absolutely love it, but at the same time, so there's a stat about how one seeds that don't cover the first two games, which actually would be Gonzaga and Arizona. We'll get to that later. They don't really fare well. They're bad against the spread in the Sweet 16. I think the stat was there's never been a one seed that didn't cover the first two games that won the tournament.
Okay, I like that stat.
That's from the Bear.
Shout out
right?
the Bear. Shout out the Bear.
He's the best. He does those
stat.
threads and
Great
the
stat.
look, and it's all he's the best. I think that the line kind of tells you a little bit. I worry about Arkansas struggling with Vermont and New Mexico State. I think, like I said, Gonzaga spotted Memphis 12 points at the half and still figured out what they wanted to do. Against a little bit more like raw talented Memphis team than Arkansas. Like Arkansas is good. They're a little more polished. But in terms of pro talent, I think Memphis probably has them. I think it says Gonzaga, and I'm also on the under.
So a lot of people have been saying that about Memphis. And it's like, it's tough to say that when it's like, all right, Bates, yes, they have pro talent. He can't go this year.
And he didn't really play.
And he didn't play, and it's like, I don't get why. I'm not saying just you. I'm saying a lot of people have been saying like, oh, Memphis had more talent. Like, they're probably better than Arkansas. I don't think they're better than Arkansas.
Probably, like, Duran's probably the highest, like, draft pick.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean anything really in, like, it means something, obviously, but not in, like, for college basketball right now against Gonzaga.
He was available this year.
I don't
know. I don't even
late.
I don't even know. Just given he didn't
really
play a ton.
I'm always bad gauging talent like that, but I mean, he was the number one.
See,
player.
my thing is when it comes to like, we're talking like the big men, like just for a college basketball game, give me Jalen Williams.
Yeah,
he's a hell of a player. You're
Duran.
right.
Like Duran's upside is high.
A hell of a player.
100%
for sure. But like for one game, like college basketball,
and dude, Jalen Williams, I mean, it sounds stupid. His energy is a big factor for them, and JD Note is someone that is a problem.
I think he's the X factor. He has
for sure.
He gets weird. He's had some foul trouble. Like I think it was the last game of the game.
See, I don't know.
It was a long period of time where he was coming off the bench, if that made any sense.
No, he was. He was a sixth man. I'm not sure if you can call him the X factor because I do think that like that's their guy. I think the X factor almost is Tony.
I see because I just feel like in this tournament, like they've struggled. Note hasn't played that well.
Yes.
Like I think if they want to try to like really win this game, I think Note has to have like he can't be in foul trouble. He's got to shoot. He got to be efficient from the floor. Like we can't have like one of the like because he can be volatile where he have these like big, like have these 30-point games, and then have these games where he's in foul trouble. He goes like 3 for like 15 from the floor. Like we need like a really strong game at him because they have great guard play. Like Nemhard's phenomenal.
Nemhard is.
They need good guard play. Like Jalen Williams has to show up.
It's
But 10's a big number, so I hear someone saying like the line speaks volumes, but that's just Gonzaga every game they play.
1,000%.
They're like a double-digit under favorite. Literally, like they were against Memphis, they didn't cover.
Yeah. Pete looked at me in disgust. Before we get to keep talking about this game,
Pete's a good sport.
we went to
I almost put him through the window.
St. Peter's yesterday.
Oh, he
Right?
just ignored.
Well, because I know you did, and Pete was you said
He was,
sorry
like
10
12
times, and
times.
he was like, "All right, I got it."
He is weak in the post though.
We went to St. Peter's yesterday. So we met this one guy, nice fella. For his name, he's a good guy. He signed off. He just wanted to talk. He showed us
Oscar, I feel like.
Oscar, maybe Ozzy. I don't
Ozzy.
know. He walking around campus, showing us very nice kid. He brings us to the gym. They're practicing. We weren't going in. We weren't going to go bother them. We were just showing the school. We wanted to show St. Peter's school. They're in 316. Give them some pub. The guy came over nicely. He was like, "Hey, like the coach wants no media right now. You guys can go walk outside. Like just try and leave the guys alone. Like you got it, no problem. Very nicely, right? Am I saying any lies right now?
No, we also weren't like we knew the kid was getting us into the gym. We were never going to open the doors to ball their practice. Like we were kind of looking around. It
We
was
just want to show.
very non-intrusive. Didn't expect Holloway to say anything. Like weren't lingering around hoping to get him on the way out. Like really just kind of did a walkthrough. Like quick shots, walkthrough.
So then we walked around the campus again. So then we wanted to end it on doing this is a school that beat Kentucky. Do a TikTok, and it would just walk through it and have it be less than a minute because it's that fucking small. It's a block.
I've like drove past it. I've
It
drove
is
kind of like through it.
Crazy how small it is, but it's also cool to show this stuff off. So we're walking through, and all of a sudden the guy goes, "Hey, hey, hey!" And I was like, "What do we do now?" And then the guy fucking lost his mind. Also, Dukes laughed. And obviously, Dukes looks like that. He looks like the most privileged, like asshole kid.
He's a
not.
rapscallion.
He
frat boy
didn't.
lacrosse
Yeah, he
player.
doesn't
he's
look like he does. Just looks like it. But he laughed, and the guy just went off. I was like, "Hey, you need to fucking relax. We're walking through the campus. We're allowed to walk through your campus. It's not. It's outside. Like we're not going in dorms. Not going to the library. Like relax." And he did not like that. And he was the guy when he was yelling, did you realize when he was yelling, his eyes would just go straight down to the floor?
But then he did a quick 180.
Because Jake,
like in 30
Jake
seconds.
Marsh hasn't gotten in trouble ever in his life, and he goes, "I'm so, sir." He goes, Jake Marsh just, "Sir, I am so sorry. We will not do this again. We want to come back tonight for the pep rally." Like just trying to like really adult instead of me and Dukes. And Dukes, I had to tell him to stop talking, and I was like, "Dude, we're sorry, but
He's
like
like it's real funny, huh? I played it. Jake went straight apology. Marty and Dukes were kind of like, "Fuck you." I was right down there. I said, "Hey, buddy, I'm 34 years old. My running days are gone."
Yeah.
Like, we work for a media company. I ain't trying. Like, we're just shooting the video, dude. Like,
And-
let's maybe both sides calm down.
I mean, I stopped Dukes. I was like, "You gotta stop. You're being a little
It was a wild scene.
But yeah, I was just like, dude, we're trying to give you guys you guys are never gonna get this ever again. St. Peter's, you're not
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
never gonna get this much. And like I do understand he's probably like never dealt with this much stuff. And he said like News 12 is being an asshole, like just camping 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever. But it was just funny to get kicked out. And then Jake went back for the pep rally, and it was just like they just walked to the bus
Wait, but did you see the video?
with Doug.
No, with the guy.
Oh yeah, he was.
So the security guy, he gets him,
was
and
the guy.
he must have realized, or like his kid, he probably texted his kids, if you got to ask me, and was like, "What's Barstool?" And they were like, or he knew what was like, because then he goes, "Oh, Barstool." He's like,
He loved it. He was like,
yeah, he's like, yeah, you guys, like he must have realized.
Oh wait,
like,
what? I didn't see that video.
It's TJ. See if you
Jake-
can pull it up. He
Jake
basically
posted,
like
like, a little selfie
retracted. You want your seat back, Mincy? I want to fuck up your resume. You good?
Mincy was gone.
They were in a bachelor party.
I'm going in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a red out in the morning to Jacksonville.
See, that's the stand-up working guy Mincy right there.
Thursday.
It's game of Thursday. It's a big day. He knows it's a big day. That's a stand-up guy right there.
Saw the guarantee.
You like that?
Saw it. I like it. You're throwing it down.
Throw it down. I feel good about it. I made a joke on Twitter today saying that I've been doing this horrible. It's a bad bit. I'm acknowledging it, but I like it. So I'm just saying Duke's an underdog. That we've always been underdogs. No one ever believes in Duke. And that obviously is not true. And I said that everyone's betting Duke, and people were betting like, oh, the public's on Duke. I know they are. But in a little sense, there is like a little sense of people really thinking Texas Tech's got this one.
Well, I think it's not, because I saw like our guy Mark in Philly said something too, and I think I try to not get too trapped in we're all like hardcore gamblers.
In our world,
so I think in our world. So sometimes, even if you follow like Twitter handicappers, like you might see like say 5 to 10 people say they like Texas Tech, and you're like, oh, the whole world's on Texas Tech. There's thousands of people out there that are gambling on this game. Most of them aren't thinking that way. I mean, it's not like a crazy public edge for Duke. Like it's like 63, like 37 type.
Yeah.
And also total like it really doesn't fully matter where that's at till like right before the game. Like
that's where it's sharp.
That's a true gauge.
It's too finer.
That's like the true gauge, and like obviously that's where all the money's come in. It's over. Like right before the tip, like that's where you're gonna get your true like where's the money at. I hear you, but it truly is like in some ways a coin flip game. It's the classic like great offense, great defense. It's two things for me. I've been on Texas Tech all year. You're in a weird spot because you kind of have also.
Yeah.
I've been riding them all year. I'd feel like an idiot if I bet on Duke and then the team I've been riding all year beat me. So I'm staying on that train too. Just kind of classic defense wins championships. I'm gonna ride with the defense here over the offense. Listen, Duke, of course, Duke can win this game.
Yes.
They have more like elite talent for sure.
They for sure do. You just hit that. You just hit that on the head on. Was it head on the nail?
Nail on the head.
Nail on the head.
I got the expression.
You hit the nail on the head there because you just said that
You hit yourself in the head with a hammer.
Texas Tech got you here. You're gonna take them.
Yeah. I've been on them all year. I like
also these idiots on Twitter, man. They just want to jump down my throat. Just read the tweet because Big Cat said like Texas Tech. I said that Texas Tech win the championship. I put a future on them. I put a future on them in February.
Yeah,
I put a future on Duke in November. How am I supposed to know they were supposed to play each other in the Sweet 16? You don't. That's what a future is.
You could have known.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter's side.
But yeah, it's just like I'm not gonna. I have both teams, but I bet Duke tonight. I want Duke to win. Fuck my bet. I don't care.
Your money comes and goes when it comes to your teams winning championships.
Yeah, and it's
I
like
firmly believe
also
it.
futures are kind of like
future. I
I want
also,
to win now.
Yeah,
today.
and I was talking to TJ before this, and it's like, and I was meant no disrespect, but like Rutgers playing it like it's a bigger deal to play the first game. It's like they win one game, it's a good year for them.
Yeah.
Duke, it's like the first weekend. If we lose the first weekend, the tournament starts now, right now. This is a huge fucking game. We have the hardest road to get to the Final Four. It's in our sights. Let's fucking. This is the biggest day of my life. I'm not talking shit to you, Rico. And I know I'm the Duke guy. I'm the guy who just keeps talking about Duke. We don't need two of them. I understand that. You just can't tell me you're a Duke fan if you bet on Texas Tech. You just can't tell me that.
Well, I bet on Oregon in 2015 as one of the biggest wagers. I think I'm just in less of a like over the top fandom as you are. I've tried to play it. I've tried to play it as like realistic.
Let me ask you a question. If Duke loses tonight, will it like upset you? Will it ruin your night?
Yeah, it'll definitely upset me. But like, Duke's,
will it ruin your night? I'm going to. I'll ruin
tomorrow. It'll ruin it.
All right. So that it just giving you. You're just a little less interested in them.
Yeah, I've fallen a little. I'll be honest too. Like the turn, like Krzyzewski growing up, and for a long period of time, like he could come in here and like start shooting it up and be like, "Oh, it wasn't him, wasn't his." You know what I mean? Like he's a god. Over the last couple of years, like the older you start looking, like the act is running a little thin on even the biggest supporters.
I just think that like when you have this guy, it's like you just gotta. You have a legend. you're gonna look back like, holy shit, this guy coached for 40 years. It's like
Without a doubt. But then you
happen.
look at his record in close games. You looked at the fact that he had
It's just
Zion
like
and
Eli.
RJ couldn't win.
But it's just like Eli for us, like, and your comparisons are different. But Eli for us, I didn't watch the Giants play a game without Eli. I've never in my entire life watched a Duke game without Coach K on the sideline unless his back hurt. That's it. But like that's why I'm just saying this
I
is like
hadn't either, and I'm old as dirt.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
I mean, like he's been coaching.
I didn't mean to agree with you.
No, but I mean, I'm 38, and I can't remember watching a Duke game other than when he was out with back. That
Yeah, exactly.
that's how long he's been coaching.
And that's why it's just like such a big game today, or it's like it could be his last. I don't think it is. I'm guaranteeing victory. I think the offense it can outweigh their defense, and Texas Tech they're getting a lot of credit, which they should be, but they have a first-year coach. They have a team that does go on little lulls on offense, so it's going to be a great game, and I can't wait for it.
I'm by no means a Duke fan, but I am a storyline fan, and I'd like to see Duke make this New Orleans Final Four for how big that would be.
It'd be fucking unbelievable.
I mean, it'd just be like, yeah, that part of it just for the hype.
Yeah.
And I'm also pulling for Michigan for Dave.
So, Ev, when the defense, I charted it from February 1st, Duke's defense
Get the charts out.
to the tournament, it was 117. What is it March 1st to now?
I mean, it hasn't been great.
193rd.
But like that, I know you love stats and shit. I understand. Fine.
It's also eyeballs. Like how many
Okay,
easy
eyeballs though,
baskets?
but it's also their fourth best offense. Where's Texas Tech?
It's a coin flip game. Like,
Like,
it's
that's
not
without a
like,
doubt.
I don't
Yeah,
Yeah,
like.
but you keep harping on the defense, where it's like, yes, I know our defense isn't good, but we play run and gun. That's how we play. Like if they can keep up with us, yeah, they're gonna probably win. But I don't think they can. Like,
But I
that's-
also agree with. I think Big Cat said this, and I agree with it. Just the how the refs call the game is going to be very important. With that I'm not even trying to like be like I'm genuinely worried about it because
who do you think's gonna get the
if
calls?
they're calling like Duke, like if Texas Tech, if they're calling ticky tack fouls on
Yes.
Texas Tech,
That's how Texas Tech
it's gonna
plays.
be fucking. It's gonna be a dirty, disgusting loss.
And I really don't think anyone like Mark Williams is gonna have his way down there. I really do.
This is what the Sweet 16 is made for. Two contrasting styles, storyline type game.
Yeah.
This is why this is the
It'll be
best.
awesome.
You
This
get,
stream's going to be nuts tonight.
It's gonna be bad.
And Hank threw 3K on Duke.
It's gonna be bad. I have 1,000, and I have 1,000 on him. Big Cat has a lot. I don't know if he said it publicly. He has a lot. It's gonna be fucking. I'm going to lose my mind. There's no hurt feelings in this stream. It's like I'm yelling at him. He's gonna be definitely yelling at me. It's gonna be bad.
I should have just picked the total.
How late?
Can't wait.
This game's late. How late is it?
9:40.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's not starting until 10 o'clock.
Let's talk to our guy Mark in Philly. Mark, what's up, dude?
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
How you doing?
I hope you guys enjoyed the wonderful City of Brotherly Love last week. It was good to see you, fellas. It was good to meet Big Ev for the first time. I actually gave him a couple of winners as well. But for tonight, I've got over 134.5. Michigan, Villanova,
Like that.
4-0 in the last 4 on the over for Michigan, 19-7 in the last 26 on the over for Michigan, and it's 10-4 in the last 14 on the over for Villanova. I expect a close game, and Nova's the best free throw shooting team of all time in college basketball. So if this comes down to free throws at their end, at least you know one side hits it at a historic rate. And then on my way out here, I'll just say I'm with Marty Mush tonight. I think Duke finds a way to win. I think the teams that scare me with Duke are teams that can play up to their tempo. If you look at all their losses, besides Virginia, I'm sure Texas Tech, I'm sure they studied that Virginia game and they want to kind of copy that blueprint. But you look at the other games, they're teams that kind of played up to Duke's tempo and beat them at it. I think Duke wins tonight and then loses on Saturday.
Which is we don't got to talk about Saturday yet, Mark. All right,
One day at a time.
Let's go. I don't need to hear lose on Saturday yet, but he is right where it's like Virginia is in one, and that's also at Virginia, blah blah. But Miami, right? Miami tries to play run and gun. That's who beat them. They did that against Auburn, beat them too. Like there is teams that can do it. I don't know if they can do it today, but that's why it's going to be an unbelievable game.
So I'm on that Villanova Michigan over.
I like that.
I
That's a
really
good pick. That's a very good pick.
I think they're both going to struggle to guard each other. I don't think they really have a big guy on Dickinson. They don't like Villanova doesn't go that big, and I don't think their guards can cover Gillespie. Some of the guard play that they have, and they're just shot makers. Villanova's just shot makers.
Yeah.
I watched against Ohio State. Like every time they cut it to 2, they come right down, bang 3. Like they're so clutch. Like he said too, they just don't miss free throws. And obviously tournament time. It's win or go home. Games are getting pushed. Like, you're going to foul as long as you can. Try to stay in as long as you can.
There's a major advantage with Jay Wright over Juwan Howard, too.
Yeah,
All right, you can't say that. You can't say it.
I think it's fair to you can
No, he
give it
can.
an advantage.
No, in that sense he can. But then he keeps talking about Duke, and it's like Duke, Coach K against fucking. It's like,
but Coach K's
no,
old.
but you can't. But dude, it doesn't matter. 40 years against a first-year coach, you cannot say that if you're going to say it against them because it's the same exact thing. Jay Wright's in his prime. Listen, Jay Wright's in his, like, he's amazing. But Coach K's an absolute legend, 40 years in the game against a first-year coach. If you're going to say that.
So much lately, though.
If you're going to say that about it, you can't.
Lost a lot of first one possession.
A lot of underachieving.
You just simply can't. But, I mean,
All right, so
guys,
I think coaching matters.
Come on.
But the talent on your roster has to matter.
yeah, it's
Like some guys,
there.
but I'm saying that no one's gotten less out of more the last 5 years. Than
I also just think Villanova in close
who?
game.
Less
He's
The
got
Elite
less
Eight.
out of more.
I understand
He's
it's a
got
great
talent
team.
and has not gotten a lot
It's a
out
great
of them.
great team. Elite Eight is still pretty far.
My only thought on is Villanova's guard play. I feel like they're just really comfortable in close games.
They are.
Just
Villanova's.
I think that's
Gillespie shoots like over 90% from the line.
crazy.
No.
Michigan has to get them in foul trouble. Has to.
That's I'm on
Yet
Nova
to
and
see
the-
Villanova in a panic playing their 7th and 8th guy serious minutes because of foul trouble. Michigan has to get them in foul trouble.
I'm on Michigan money line and +5. I am. I think that they have this little chip on their shoulder where you saw Dickinson and they're all laughing like, we know that we didn't have a good season, but we remember everything, and they're kind of putting it together the past 2 games. The chip on the shoulder might get them past them, and then, again, the depth is a problem, but there hasn't been one for them. Villanova's been playing really good, so I think this is another great game,
Dickinson's got to have a huge game.
which I think he can.
I think he's going to, but I think it's like a must.
Oh, it is. It for sure
I think
is.
he has to have a huge game.
But he can also, the fact that he can stretch out Villanova because of the 3 and because he can back them down, it's like, let's go with Jack. Jack, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I actually kind of contradicted your pick, but I got Nova -5. I like it a lot. I think Michigan's been riding this high for a little too long at this point. I mean, if you don't remember, was it 3 games ago? They blew that huge lead to Indiana. Like you said, Villanova, best free throw shooting team in the nation. When it gets down to it, at the end of the game, it's going to be chippy. You know, they're going to get to the line a lot, and I like them covering by that 5. What are your thoughts there?
Dude, your Michigan money. I
know Ev's on
I
it.
feel like I'm the only guy in the office that's on Nova. I mean, that's a similar situation where I think I could look around and be like, everyone's on Michigan. I mean, public's slightly towards Nova, rightfully so. I don't know. I trust Nova more. I think that's what it comes down to for me. I trust them just a little bit more.
I've moved it to a stay away. There is something too, like all we've talked about is Nova doesn't miss free throws. It's a small percentage, but tonight, what if they just go 8 for 24 from the line?
See, I just don't think I don't think
it ain't gonna happen.
I feel like them collapsing in the line would be shooting like 70%, like 65%.
Yeah, exactly, but you're right. Like all week, I've just heard like, they don't miss. I'm
It's
like,
just,
all right.
it just if you pick like any team left in the tournament, like there's nobody who I want the ball in their hands more on the free throw line than Gillespie, or maybe just ball in his hands in general. You could even probably argue.
Yeah, I mean, that thing, like they run like a corporation. It's pretty true. Like they just, everybody's got their role.
Money.
You age up, if that makes sense. Like you get promotions. Like Gillespie's not the player as a senior what they wanted. They didn't want him as a freshman. When was the last time they got really like a star freshman?
I feel like they've
Bridges.
Yeah, Bridges was. I feel like they've had like a couple.
Next year, do we know like the recruit going to Villanova? You know what I mean? Like they're a build it program.
No, it's fair.
Give them credit. Like I would love the one and dones.
I was starting to look at who's Duke's getting next year, and the one guy they got 5-star is really good, but He's like has a million followers on TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
and
Jerry
just-
McCain.
Yeah, Jerry McCain, and just dances all the time. I already am preparing for when Duke loses, and everyone just keeps sending me those.
Oh, I already a bone to pick with you guys. I can't get a good EJ Liddell tweet all year. We lose. I'm getting back-to-back Jimmy Soto's tweets. Fucking Dukes.
Yeah, that's a Duke's. I mean, that's pretty
Guys,
funny.
Got
though.
no beef with EJ Liddell.
That's funny though. Soto was dancing all year.
We lose one game. I got Soto's, who's his modeling career is going to go through the roof.
Yeah.
We're button
As a
pushers.
star.
We're button pushers.
Jimmy Soto's.
All right, let's go, Alex. What's going on, man?
The guy who got the freest ride is Greg Gard. We never read.
Well, that's your fault.
I know it's a big day in college basketball, so I'm going to get these 2 NBA picks out of the way real quick. We're going to the wild streets in New Orleans, taking the Pelicans tonight.
Go.
I'm at 1.5.
Been hot lately.
5. What's that, Minty?
They've been hot lately. They've been playing well. The CJ McCollum trade's been great.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm not worried about Ingram being out tonight. Bulls are just all-time melt mode. They've only covered 1 of their past 5. So I love the Pelicans. I'm also looking at Raul Neto. Bet you didn't think you would hear that name today. Assist.
Nope.
He had 10 on Monday without Kuzma in the lineup. He's having to distribute the ball a lot more. At 6 on the book, it's minus 106 today, and I absolutely love it. And you know what? Tonight, lean in Duke. Everybody and their mother is on Texas Tech now.
Yeah, there you go.
Early, like, public money was going on Tech, but now, if you look at the line, slowly and surely, public money early was on Duke. Now, people are shoving it on Tech. On Twitter, every capper and their mom is on Tech. And if you think about it, the boys let down K in Cameron against Carolina. Tonight is their chance to make that right. Tonight they know, all right, we let down K in his biggest moment. Let's make it right tonight.
My guy, preaching to the choir.
But go.
See, that had a little bit of a Duke fan tone at the end.
It did say he was from North Carolina.
He's a Duke. Once he started saying they're going to make it right, you don't talk like that.
The only thing that everyone keeps saying is that Duke has all this pressure, and they do. I know that. But they've dealt with this pressure all year where Texas Tech hasn't had to deal with any pressure. It helps. You have to.
I would say the Beard game was pressure.
obviously
The Big
deals with more
12
pressure,
game
but
was
at
pressure.
home, it's pressure. There's difference of pressure where it's like the whole world really is on your back about.
The Texas
Duke.
Tech, the only ones that were huge pressure with the Texas games against Beard.
Yeah,
those
exactly.
Games, those games,
Pressure.
there was a lot.
But this
The
is.
bigger one at home.
Yeah,
But we've already had, like,
Couldn't lay an egg in that.
pressure. Even
blew 'em out.
think about Michigan State. You're down 2 with 2 minutes left. It's like, all right, there's the pressure as well. And it's if Coach K loses to fucking Izzo and that, it's like, oh my god. So I mean, it's good. It's gonna be amazing.
That was a big shot by Roach.
Yeah.
He was-
Michael, what's up?
What's up? Can you boys hear me?
Yep.
What's up, boys? Want to gas you guys up a little bit first. Big Herb, I've been feeling your plays. You've been on absolute fire. Mincy, it's an honor to watch you on the show every day, the King of Louisiana. Marty and Rico, you guys have been getting a little bit of shit lately, but you guys have been awesome. Love what you're bringing to the table. Rico, the
That's
big
very nice.
is not the same without you.
Just a
Marty,
little.
Coin Boys have been electric. You and Dana, back to the roots. I love it.
Thank you.
I was going to talk a little Michigan hoops, but we kind of already had that settled. I kind of had a question for Big Ev. So I locked in. I saw you're on Houston. I locked on Houston Monday at +2. But like as the week's gone on, it seems it's become a little public. Does that worry you at all? I think they should handle business. They're one of the great teams. I think they're the best team left, honestly. I just want to hear what you think about that. Thanks, boys. Have a great night.
So I think it's the thing I kind of was just saying before, where I think in our if you're like a true like gambler, you're like looking at the lines every day, you're checking things every day, you're researching every day. You might think that the public's on Arizona right now. A little sharp money's on Houston. Like I said earlier, I think it doesn't like fully matter till the game closes. I love Houston. It's my biggest play of the day. It's probably going to be. I would say it's definitely going to be my biggest play of today and tomorrow. I just think Arizona hasn't played a team like this. I think Houston is similar to TCU in style. I also think they're better. I think they're a little more they crash the boards. I think I saw something that they're the 2 best offensive rebounding teams in the country.
I mean, TCU just hammered them down there. They had 12. I mean,
And I think like
couldn't
even
put it fucking in though.
Like,
It
if
felt
you-
like they
like,
got
if
a lot
you-
of fouls. And
if you
went to
watch
line.
if you watch the Houston Illinois game, like they were just dominating them in the offensive glass, but they were missing a lot of the second chance opportunities. I don't think that's going to happen again. I don't know. I love this Houston team. I took a future on them after I watched them Illinois to win the championship at plus 1,000. I really think they can do it. I think they're the most balanced offensive and defensive team left in the tournament. I love Houston this game. It's a ball sack bet for me. I'm on them massive.
Ooh.
This guy's building something, man. He really is. I don't like him, but he's fucking building something.
I have plus 1.5. So I mean, they basically got to win. But
It really is just crazy that like their best player goes down, and I'll be honest, I doubted them. I was like, they're gonna lose to.
I did all year. I mean,
I thought they were gonna lose to Illinois, and I'm completely wrong on them. Their defense is suffocated.
because I'll say like they did not play that well against Illinois, and they ended up beating the shit out of them. Like I'm telling you, they had so many offensive rebounds that they just like didn't get the second chance opportunities. If they got even half of them, they would have won that game by like 30. Like,
I'd argue
blew
that
them out.
UAB and Illinois is one of the tougher first and second round pass. Do y'all think that's true or no? I mean, I feel like UAB's not a bad first.
UAB is definitely one of the
Okay, you
tough.
thought
Like,
Illinois
one of
was
the,
a little overrated?
I thought Houston, I said it from the get-go, like people getting mad, like right when the bracket came out, like this is a bad draw for Jelly. After seeing when Middle Tennessee made the adjustments to start doubling him, he went like 20 minutes of game time without a basket. So Houston does that better than anybody. As far as first weekend paths, that's an interesting question. Illinois is definitely difficult. UAB is pesky. I'm trying to think of like who else is left. So Gonzaga had the 16 in Memphis. So
It was a tough 8 though.
yeah, going down the bracket. The 16 kind of washes away. Memphis is difficult. Arkansas had 2 double-digit seeds that were pesky again. So whatever.
Providence had an easy road.
Providence had an easy road. UCLA had who?
UCLA barely beat Akron.
Yeah, they had
Right?
Akron,
Okay,
And they
Akron.
hammered St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. Well, St. Mary's still same. Who's the Carolina had Marquette, who
Baylor.
was whatever,
Marquette,
and
Baylor,
Baylor.
that's
That's
not
pretty.
bad.
That's pretty
That's
difficult.
tough.
Baylor's one of
Given what they are. Who did Purdue have? Texas was a war. And who did Purdue have in the first? Yale.
Purdue hammered Yale,
Okay, so that's out.
but then they beat Texas. Yeah.
Duke had
Michigan State and
Cal State Fullerton.
15 and Michigan State. What's on the other side? Arizona had a 16 in TCU, who's pesky.
Wright State. They had Wright State.
Right.
TCU.
Arizona's got who tonight? Yeah, Houston. So Houston's a leader in the clubhouse.
I think Houston may have the toughest one too.
Kansas had Creighton at
Creighton at
16. That's whatever. Providence had the easy walk. And what's the bottom that I'm blanking on now?
Miami. Miami had a good run. USC and Auburn.
Miami probably had a.
Yeah.
If you had a guess, I
Iowa State had
difficult run.
I think Iowa State had the easiest because LSU
For sure.
LSU totally melting and Wisconsin had been. Wisconsin's
LSU
pretty
were
good.
the easiest. LSU and Wisconsin.
No, I mean okay. That's an overstatement.
No,
I
put
take
it
that back.
Put it this way.
No,
For an 11 seed, they had a good draw.
I will
They
say
did not
this.
have
Yeah,
the-
all right, that's fair. That's fair.
I said that wrong.
No, I know what you
I
meant.
agree.
I know what you
you're
meant.
gonna make
No, I'll defend him on this. I'll say this: style of play wise and draw wise, Iowa State had the best draw.
Yeah.
Like, to
For
them
an
to be an
11,
11,
for
to them to be an 11 in the Sweet 16 is not that much of a stretch when you look at what they were going against. LSU without a coach, Wisconsin guy with an injury, also plays slow tempo, rock fight type game. That's right there for Iowa State. Iowa State had the best draw.
Yeah.
As far as toughest road, I think it's Miami or Houston. I agree with that. It's a good exercise.
I think Miami by far way more than Houston because Houston's a fucking 5.
Well, you said Illinois could win the whole thing.
No, I know it's definitely harder, but I'm saying between
And
the
Jelly,
both.
you're right. So yeah, Miami
Jelly,
takes it
like
'cause I think
UAB.
Jelly's pesky, but Jelly's not really good. Like USC was a top 15 team.
Yeah, USC and Auburn, where it's like
Definitely.
that's
And
for
just the
sure.
way they smoked.
Oh, the way they
them.
beat
Both of them,
Auburn's
yeah.
ass.
And it's like everyone said the ACC was trash. Like they're definitely going to beat. Everyone thought USC was going to win. Before we keep going, I want to talk to you guys, dudes. We need to have a serious chat about your bathroom habits. Time to quit shitty, scratchy toilet paper and switch to dude wipes. Let me tell you something. Glutting Balls walks around with dude wipes everywhere he goes. He will not use toilet paper.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's a great product. Dude Wipes is a must need for people. He brings it to my house. He travels with it no matter where he goes.
In his backpack. He
In
probably
his-
has it right now.
Yeah, if you stop balls anywhere he goes, Dude Wipes in his backpack. Dude Wipes are extra large flushable wipes made with plant source fibers designed to give your butt a cleaner, more refreshing finish than TB after dropping a deuce. Also big that you can flush them. You don't want to throw them in the garbage and shit. It looks weird, you know. They also have other great personal care products like Dude Powder and Dude Shower body wipes, perfect other in sticky situations. I actually, at the Classics, I use the Dude wipes that energize you, that you put on your face, which is huge when you're golfing or just even in the summer. It's hot. You wipe it, so it's great. So
Probably helps you from breaking out with zits and stuff.
it definitely does. Yeah, get all that nasty sweat and shit off you. Go
I
to
remember, you're right. Zits on the forehead for
The
football.
oil. Yeah, the
Football
oil.
practice in high school was always the worst.
go to
I
Dude
was more of a
Wipes.
stat boy myself.
Go to dudewipes.com and use code PICS20 for 20% off your entire order. You can find everything at Amazon or Dude Wipes at Walmart and Target nationwide. You can get them fucking anywhere. So it's dudewipes.com. Use code PICS20 for 20% off your entire order. Go to Dude Wipes. It's great. All right, let's take a call here.
By the way, you said Mark in Philly a minute ago. I thought, and he fires like 4 and 5 and 7 unit games, but I saw he was up like 70 units in March. Did anybody see that? That's wild.
He does have.
He
I
fires
love
like-
Mark in Philly, but 70 units.
No, but he fires like a regular game for him is like 4 units.
And I
5
guess
units.
that,
Like
I mean,
he'll do like 10 units. You know.
it also, 10 units could be like $10. You never know. Because I'm going to say my
Don't
70 units.
fucking.
I'm not even
No,
saying
no,
the money. I'm
no,
not
I'm
saying
not-
the money. I'm just saying that
I'm
like,
not going, no, I'm saying like if you say,
No, they're gonna run with that.
what?
Now that's the thing. Like he's been.
No, I hope he's 70 units. We got to call it as 70 units. I'd be a millionaire.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's just a different. I
It's
mean,
fine if it's
just
10.
a
I'm not-
approach.
different style. Well,
There's
it's
no-
Rico always talks about the Pick Central. We have the 1 unit thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That
just
changes
more
so many
play.
dynamics.
Like even like we give the picks. Like we're just a 1 unit show. Like I'm usually like I'm playing more than.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
like Houston for me would be like 4 units, 5
I
units.
was going to say,
Which I think
your
is
best
his-
bet.
yeah,
That's your
there's
best
a
bet.
there's a mix between.
Whereas then like
100.
like,
That was not a knock on him. I'm just trying to cover myself. Like even Duke is like 3.5 units. Where it's
Yeah.
like 10 units on a game is like I'm responsibly going to
for
be
me
looking
like
at my
10
next
units
meal
on a game would be the biggest bet I've ever made.
in my life.
And my current unit right now.
Yeah, that's no knock against him. I hope you should responsibly gamble. Bet $10 on a game. It doesn't fucking matter. All right, let's go with Brandon. Brandon from Florida. How we doing?
What's going on, guys? First, just wanted to show some love to you, Marty. Marty, what's going on? I need another shirt of yours, man. I never got to get the Mush to the Moon shirt. So, you got to get those back in the store.
First of all, I already love you. That's fantastic. I think that shirt was one of the worst shirts, and it's awesome. But we got Coin Boys merch coming out soon, so I got you.
Got you. But I've just been listening to the pick'ems this week. You guys have been hot on Houston all week. And then, what's it called? Arkansas 12.5. I pushed that back one extra one to Arkansas plus 13.5. But I really like for Duke to cover. I think they're going to win the game. But at worst, Coach K's not getting blown out in his final game. He's going to make sure everyone's shooting, make sure that he doesn't look bad on his final stage. But I like that. I can't ride with Michigan ever. Big Ev, I'm with you. Buckeye, born and bred, HOF, till I'm dead. But, so I got plus 13.5 on Arkansas, plus 6.5 on Nova, plus 7 on Duke, and then I have Houston winning straight up. I got that at plus 356. I put that.
Wait 1 second. We got. Where?
Teasing? How'd you get Duke plus 7?
Plus 7, I'm just looking at alternative spreads. I would be betting Barstool, but there's no Barstool in Florida.
No comment. I think that's the safest.
All right, I appreciate.
There's no Barstool. There's no gambling.
Listen,
I'm just gonna end the call plus 7.
All right,
I don't know.
Let's tackle it this way. On Barstool, when you move the line to Duke plus 7, how much are you laying?
400.
Let me see.
It's got to be
That's
like
a dangerous game to play.
It's got to be plus
Somebody
7.
move that line.
It has to be a shit ton. Yeah, keep calling in. Let's get some other people here. The people want to talk college hockey and soccer.
Duke plus 7 is minus 335. That's a dangerous game.
I mean, you got to do if you're going to do it, you got to do it in parlays. You can't do it as a regular bet.
Aaron's been on for a while. Aaron, how we doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Got a question for you guys. Okay. Brandon said 2 weeks ago with you, Big Ev, that he had 30 people in his high school that could dunk basketball. And when he said that, Ev, I could tell on your face you were kind of thinking about it. I guess my question is, do we think Brandon's full of shit, or how many people did you guys have in your high school that could dunk?
Usually,
I think this
was
was a just me and Brandon show, and somehow it came up, and I was shocked that he said 30 people. And then I started breaking down. My high school class had like 300ish, and I think his was like relatively similar. Maybe
West Point's a 5A school in Mississippi that's got athletes. I mean, he's probably got.
Actually, no, he might have said his was much bigger, which would be fair. I was trying to really do math in my head and think about all the kids in my high school and think about how many could dunk at one, like the best point, and I don't think it's like, I don't know. Like I said, my high
30 is
school,
a bit much.
my high school wasn't, like I said, 300 a class, not like huge, but not tiny.
1,500 old boys, nationally ranked basketball team. I don't think we hit 30.
I
30's a lot.
There was some freaky athletes who, like, if you gave the kid the ball, he probably could do it.
30's a ton.
30's a ton of guys. I mean, even on our own team, we probably had 6.
Our own team,
6 or 7 could do it
I think we had
on the
one.
team, which is a lot.
I don't know that we even had
Because
one.
people, I think, underestimate dunking where, like, just because you're 6'5" don't mean you can dunk. You still need some bounce.
You also don't have to be, but also they overrate it where it's like you don't have to be good at basketball to dunk a ball.
But you got to be athletic, though. You gotta be athletic.
But I'm saying there's probably a lot of football players, tight ends that can dunk the ball.
Yeah.
But I don't know about his school being 30
You only had one kid?
I had one person on my. He had none.
I had one kid. You
And
think?
I'm saying we had 73 in our graduating class, Catholic.
Oh, wow.
school.
What did you just say? You said 73?
Oh, okay.
73 in ours. No, I think we
That's fair.
might have had one that could dunk.
So did you have, seriously, 73 people?
in our graduating
So
class.
did you
Our
have.
high school was like 280, 300.
Wow.
So did you have like 2 classes? Seriously.
Yeah, it was always like 15 or 20 people in classes. So
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was private school.
So you knew everyone.
Oh yeah. It was.
I mean, I felt like when he
started out with
100,
100, about
everybody.
about
Bro, I had 650.
We had a
That's
kid,
big. That's a big high school.
7th man on my high school team, dunked over a car the year after graduation in high school in a competition on ESPN, and this was over the hood. Blake Griffin went over the.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
tough.
sorry. Blake Griffin went over the hood. He went over the middle. Blake Griffin went over the. I'm trying to explain it.
Front of the car, whatever.
He went over from the dashboard down. He went. That's the hood.
The hood.
of the
Yeah,
car.
the hood, yeah.
My guy went straight over.
No fucking
TJ,
way.
I'll send you the clip.
You're telling
And
me
in-
that this guy
Hawaii-
over the top?
In
Over a
Hawaii, he
sedan?
jumped over 3 guys over.
Yeah, what car was it?
6'3".
Was it a fucking Mini Cooper?
It was the same kind of car.
So like a normal, like a Camry, like a sedan, like a.
Yeah, but Griffin went over the hood. My guy went straight over the thing.
Because I did when I went to the Catholic school to play football for a year or two. Honestly, the school was much smaller, but we had like an elite basketball team where probably like at least like 5-6 of the kids on the team could dunk. Yeah, my public school there probably was like, I'm gonna guess like 12.
Yeah, 30.
That could legit like throw. That could dunk. That could.
It's
dunk
interesting. It's an interesting call. It's a funny.
It's also dunking a basketball. It's not like think about the difference between dunking like just trying to put like anything like a tennis ball.
but yeah, I was thinking.
Like dunk a basketball, you got to get your fucking wrist over the rim.
Before this call, he wants to talk UFC. I'm a casual. Couldn't be more of a casual UFC fan. I know Big Ev's a big fan. He's listened to his new show with Sitting Back Fist with Robbie.
It's live right now. Had RBY on the show this week, 2-time national champ wrestler. Made a big announcement about his future on the show.
It's a good show. They know everything about UFC, but for a casual like me, hearing that Jersey Jerry made like 2x more than Patty the Batty is wild. How can everyone always complains about, hey, Dana doesn't pay people. I understand it's a business, it's hard to, but it's like that card, people came to see Patty the Batty.
For sure.
Everyone did. That crowd came for him, and he made $24,000. It could have been, if he lost, it could have been $12,000.
Yeah, it's interesting the way they just structure pay. Like it's very like pay your dues, like earn it. Like I was surprised it was that low, just considering he had a lot of buzz coming into the UFC already. There's a little bit of the way things work here, where like if you have a homegrown star, you can kind of blow up, and then like there might be a point in time where somebody here is significantly like outperforming their pay, and then the next contract, Dave, you get the fatty. Like I think like when Patty's contract is up, he's gonna get a massive contract.
For sure, should.
It's the chicken and the egg thing.
But just right now, his star even after the first win, just fucking went berserk. Like this, obviously Dave saw him, and Dave's not even a big MMA fan. Like he made huge waves, big first round knockout after he got clipped, like almost like could call it a comeback.
But dude, it's also like
I was shocked too. Like I thought the buzz he had going in, I thought he at least would be like coming in like a 40-40 guy or something like that.
Dude, listen.
But try his next contract will be massive.
Look how it works here though. Call her daddy. She started off normal pay, probably normal, and then all of a sudden blew up.
Yeah.
She didn't wait for a contract. She fucking got paid right away. That's how that should be. If you're bringing in that much, and that's not a fucking podcast. This is beating the shit out of someone.
But that's also why when they ask him like, "Are you gonna fight a good fighter next?" He's like, "No."
Oh, what? Yeah, that hurts your star.
Like
you lose, it hurts your
because he's like, I'm not gonna fight a guy who's gonna pose. He shouldn't fight anyone who poses like any sort of remote threat.
No, because then for
and that's why he's not.
Yeah, no, that's stupid.
Like his next contract, like when he gets the big contract, he'll be like, all right, now I'll fight somebody that maybe could beat me.
Real quick before you go to that.
Yep.
Oh, what do you got online?
Let's just get our boy, my guy Jeff Lowe on the line. Jeff, the Oscars are coming up. I fucking miss you. How we doing, baby?
Good. Miss you guys too. Jeez, it's been months. I left for LA in February and I have been back since. What a world. Yeah, Oscars. There's some good Oscars plays out there, and actually, so I gotta read off what Westy sent me so I don't get in trouble here. But there's a couple states where the Barstool Sportsbook, the Oscars are available this year.
Jeff, remember when we used to do that? Like, it was like when I first started, when we watched the Oscars and did all that crazy shit.
Yeah, we drank that disgusting shit. We did a bet where whoever lost the most would have to drink stuff, and then we ended up making Youngstown Bob drink.
Unbelievable move by us.
What a dick move. That was the year that Parasite won, and that was like the long odds. But yeah, New Jersey, Michigan, Indiana, Arizona have Oscars odds. There's not a lot of good options, but there's a couple. Best Picture, Coda right now, which that was released on Apple TV Plus. That's at plus 120 right now. A lot of people think Coda's going to win, and it's not the odds-on favorite. Coda's like got a lot of it's got a lot of steam going into the Oscars. It's won a couple awards, so Coda's a good sprinkle at those odds. And then if you want to go for some long shots,
Jackass Forever
at plus 1400. Belfast is worth a sprinkle because the Oscars, the way they vote, they rank them. So it's not just to pick your favorite. They rank it by what they like. And sometimes these old fucks who vote for these movies, they rank the top one, and then the rest are sorted out alphabetically because they don't know how to work their computer. Sometimes you don't even know, like, they're not even voting truly how they should be voting. So there's going to be some that sneak in now and then. So Belfast is one to worth look at. And then West Side Story at plus 4,000. That's absolutely worth a sprinkle as well.
I feel like that one is like just because it's so people know the story. First of all, I went to that play. I fell asleep.
Off.
And it's Spielberg. It's Steven Spielberg. They might give Steven Spielberg a Best Picture. Like, the Academy loves giving shit to, like, OG people. And then the only other category where there's anything really interesting is Best Actress. There's no heavy favorite. So anytime anyone is kind of just like an even favorite, which that's Jessica Chastain right now, that means it's wide open at the Oscars. So anyone on that list, Nicole Kidman's 350 right now. She's in Being the She played Lucille Ball.
She scares
Anytime
me.
someone plays like a real person, the Academy loves that. Kristen Stewart played Princess Diana. She's at 650. So any of like the longer shots and actress, again, worth a sprinkle on the Barstool Sports.
So do you
take a flyer on West Side Story? 4,000? Why not?
The Oscars are not like the NBA and all that, because like LeBron should probably win the MVP most years, right?
Not this one.
And I know not this one, but yeah, like most years LeBron's the best player, but they don't give it to him because it's like, all right, enough. But I feel like the Oscars, it's like, oh, Spielberg did something, let's throw him one again.
Also, Will Smith's going to probably win Best Actor, which is cool. But that's like that. He's such a
what was he in?
Heavy favorite. There's
King Richard. I thought that movie was a little overhyped.
In the Venus and Serena movie.
I thought that was a little.
Oh, I didn't see it. I got to see it. All right. Well, thank you, Jeff.
Miss you, Jeff.
West Side Story plus 4,000. I'm just going to take it.
Hey, Jeff, while you're here, are tickets on sale? When do tickets go on sale for the Chicago thing? I guess he's.
Hey, wait, I missed that last.
When the Dozen Live Chicago show, when do tickets go on sale?
Oh, Dozen Chicago. It's Monday the 28th at 6 p.m. Central. It's a huge theater. It's the Vic Theater in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Like 950,000 people theater. 6 p.m. Central on Monday, 28th.
Do you know the teams announced or no?
We're the fourth team. We're like kind of on the fence about. We're not totally locked in on all four, but three of the four for sure. We have
Kelly's.
I have so many teams. My head is exploding.
I'm guessing Team Chicago's.
Obviously Chicago.
What about the Kellys?
Frank has Chicago for the first time, and the Yak. Chicago has never played Big Cat before, and they're going to do it for the first time in Chicago.
All right,
pretty
that's
cool.
beautiful.
Wow, that's going to be on fire.
Everyone go get your tickets. To the Dozen Live show.
David, fresh off a cheating scandal, so you know.
Yeah, I love a good cheating scandal in the Dozen. All right, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate you. We'll see you soon. All right.
Before we get to
Thanks. We'll see you soon.
DJ, you got that video up?
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. I lent this kid
shut up.
I let this kid a cell phone for a bus ride in a game. We played. I come back. I had 36 text messages, 42 missed calls.
Dude, that's a low-ass car.
That's like a Saturn.
That's a low-ass car.
Still impressive.
It's impressive, but
I'm just
dude,
saying.
All right, if we can try and find Blake Griffin.
Wait, show the one where he dumps over. The next one I think is
No,
five guys.
you can't just say that he did it better than Blake Griffin.
This is not an NBA player, though. This is way more impressive.
It's impressive, again, but you can't say that, like, Blake Griffin. I mean, it's very impressive, believe me. But it's a low car.
It is a lower car.
It's a low car.
I guess I wasn't thinking of the timeline.
Griffin did it
Cars
3
have
years
just got
later.
exponentially.
Yeah, now this one, all right. So when we were in Hawaii, he did this over 3 guys. He then did this over 5.
That's
Those guys
insane.
are all like 6'2", straight up. He's
honestly, I thought that one was crazy.
Way
He's
more
an unbelievable
impressive.
athlete. We could never get him on the football team. All we wanted to do was line him up and throw a fucking fade to him.
Never play basketball
around the end zone.
anywhere?
No. He was our 7th guy. He was erratic. He could change a game.
He's a freak athlete.
Freak athlete, dunker, like unbelievable.
That dunk was way more impressive on the car.
That really made me realize how put a 97 Civic compared to like a 2018 Civic,
Yeah.
like a 2020 Civic.
Right. I had forgotten the car going down, but I will say he went straight over the middle.
No, it's good. I like that.
Also, shout out, is this any relation to the N1? Is this part of the N1 mixtape?
No, this is a City Slam. It was on ESPN for like 1 year.
I remember I used to watch all this stuff on TV.
Also,
like they would do. I remember they used to do one where they kept they would literally raise the bar. Like they would do almost like a like gymnastics,
Yes, I think that's the same
almost
one.
do like a high jump, but
Could
they
jump
do it
over
with
the highest
like
one.
a dunking. Like they keep raising the bar up and up and
Yeah, I mean he was just a
keep going until it's the last guy left that he can dunk over the highest
freak
bar.
athlete. He was he's a nut job. I mean, I told you I lent him the phone for basketball. We played the game. 36 missed phone calls, 42 missed voicemails.
I want to hear this
Ladies,
real fast.
He's out of his mind.
RJ, make this fast real quick. What's the gambling karma?
So I've been on Houston all year, except I bet against them against Temple, and they absolutely killed them.
I had
I
that
gave
too.
a sacrificial karma bet against Memphis, or them against Memphis, and since that bet, they've been 5-0 against the spread. So Big Ev, I'm riding with Houston tonight.
Let's go.
Okay,
I think they're 9-1 in their last 10 or something like that. 10-1 in the last 11, something like
The
that.
Memphis is their own. They lost those 2 to Memphis in the regular season, but then they got them back.
Yeah, beat them up. Go to the
All right, let's get into picks. Big Ev, you start. First of all,
I hate to do this, but did you see
I
Smitty's?
was gonna say, yeah. Let me shout out Smitty being 0-11 last night. 0-10 last night.
Man.
That's one of the most impressive things. Win 11 units one night, lose 11 the
His
next.
style is so volatile, man.
He is so bad.
The hockey thing worked again last night.
Those
I hit
two
a plus
picks-
one.
Really?
I hit a plus 190 dog. That made no sense.
All right, so do you have one tonight?
Yeah.
All right, I want to hear Rico's picks first. Then let's go.
It's a parlay because they're both heavy favorites, but it's the Kings and the Minnesota Wild in a parlay.
Okay.
And you want? I mean, it's basically. You know what? No, I'm going to stay hot. I'm not gonna
Don't
give
tell
it
us
away.
yet. Don't tell us yet.
Very simple, but I'm not giving it away.
And he's got.
Houston plus 1.5, the Gonzaga, Arkansas under, and I'm on Texas Tech money line.
Yep, real fan.
Bet
Big F.
Oregon. I mean,
No, real fan. Big F. Go.
if they're not going to the
I
championship.
got Arkansas plus 10. I got Villanova -5 and the over Michigan Villanova over 135. I'm on Texas Tech money line, and I'm on Houston plus 1.5 for a hammer whale Bubba Max whale play.
Mincy?
Double whale.
Wow, double whale.
Double whale.
I've got South Carolina's home underdog in college baseball plus 165, Arkansas plus 9.5, Texas Tech -1, Arizona -1.5, and I do not have a lot of confidence in my college basketball picks right now.
All right, everyone on Texas Tech, so hate to see it.
Everyone's on Arkansas.
Sort of cheering for Duke, though.
Arkansas, I got Arkansas.
I might add Gonzaga.
Plus 9.5.
No, I know, I'm thinking.
Michigan
Goes against
plus
Moss.
5 and the money line. Houston plus 1. I'm on all underdogs and Duke money line. It's going to be an awesome stream tonight. We're streaming from the office. I already put my bets in Jersey.
Don't forget that if you put $10 on all 4 games and
Yes.
then you got a free shot at $100.
Yeah. Also, if you are in Jersey, Pennsylvania, Michigan, or West Virginia, use promo code COINBOYS. You get $25 free $25 bonus cash in casino. You can put it on something. So it's just go do that. Barstool Sportsbook stream tonight. Big Cat has the goatee of Texas Tech. Everyone in the room is Texas Tech besides, I think, me and Hank. So we will be streaming tonight. You guys got anything else?
No, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good
Stream's going to be nuts tonight.
It's going to be nuts. I mean, he's got so much. I'll give Dan something real fast. He gets his merch real fast. You know? He got it today. In a box today. How does that happen?
I'm going to have to try to get one of those Texas Tech hats if there's one laying around.
They're pretty good hats.
I think he's very willing to get the goatee.
Yeah, he's loose. He's loose.
I
with it, you know?
I promised Marty I would not wear the merch.
I mean, but he's a fan of Duke. I mean, thanks for not wearing the team that's playing your favorite team's merch. All right, that's Pick Central. We have the Yak coming up next. Big day, boys. Big day. We got Sweet 16. Thank you all for watching, and we'll be back. I won't be here tomorrow, but we'll be back tomorrow. All right, Big Ev, have a good show.
Me and Brandon.